Once you've decided to join us at Darkwood Nights, the first thing you want to do is create an account on our Odoo Character Manager app. To do that, open a web browser and go to the URL at the top of the screen here. You will also find it linked in the description of this video. Once you go there, come down and click on Don't Have an Account. Once you fill in this information, you will be able to sign up. A note about your name: if you could please use your legal name, that will help us have an easier time matching up your prepayment when it is done ahead of game. Once you submit, it will take some time for a staff member to confirm, and then you will be able to sign in. Now that your account has been approved, we're going to go ahead and sign in and set up the player profile. Go ahead and sign in. This is a pretty straightforward process like any other website. And here you will find the main dashboard. In the upper right-hand corner, you're going to see that it says your name, because that is the player you're signed in as, and where you want to go is the player portal. Once in here, you're going to see a number of options at the top. Right here is test player, which, if it's you, will be you. And once you open up that record on the player record page, you will see a large amount of information here. The first thing we're going to talk about is filling out the contact information. This is visible to staff only, but it's incredibly useful for us to be able to contact you and communicate with you. Please fill out your phone number, an email address, your Discord handle, and your Facebook profile, as well as your preferred contact method. You can put notes here in the contact notes about how you'd like to be contacted, and we also ask that you set your pronouns. After you finish making a change to your phone number, you will see at the very top of the screen this Save Manually button. We ask that you set that so that way all of your changes are saved in our system. The next important area to look at is your emergency contacts and medical info. Now, this information is very useful if you have, say, an emergency on site or anything that would be good for us to know in case of an emergency. We ask that you fill out one emergency contact at least, preferably someone who isn't going to be at game and is off site. The other information here, the medical notes, is where you can put things like medications, allergies, or other conditions you might have that, in the case of an emergency for a medical issue, we can share with emergency medical personnel. Once you make these changes again, there will be a save button at the very top of the screen that we would like you to hit to save this information. This information is only visible to staff members. The last important things for getting ready is the waiver and code of conduct. These are at the very bottom of the player page, and there's information you need to look at. The waiver here is just the information about what you agree to and behaviors that are important. Once you agree to it, you will be able to sign the waiver digitally, either by loading or making a fun little signature here. Once we adopt and sign it, the waiver will be signed. The date will be appended once the record is saved via the manual save option. After the liability waiver is complete, you will also need to go through the code of conduct. Now, the code of conduct is here, and importantly, there is a link right here in this green window that when you click it, will take you to the website for the game that goes over our code of conduct. Again, once you have signed this, go through a manual save. At that point, your player information is complete and you are ready to begin the next step of joining the game.